So we just had a thunderstorm roll through and I'm doing some projects inside. So let me show you what I'm doing in there and let's get into it. So as you can see, there's a lot of wood in this house. So I wanted to create like a feature wall to break up the wood. And so I did this yesterday and kind of whitewashed it. And so you can still see the grain through it. So I did that here and I'll show you where else. So I painted the entryway yesterday as well as the fireplace wall to give a brand new look for myself. And I've started the laminate click flooring, which will be today's episode. And we're gonna continue on with that. And I'll just give you a peek around just to see what it looks like. So as you can see, I got this far yesterday. And so I'm probably about halfway, I would say. Maybe a little less. And if you're working on your knees, it's good to have knee pads, but I don't have that. So I have a hairy dog pillow. So that'll do. So if you guys have any tips as you watch me destroy my floor, then please, by all means, let me know. So I've just been trying to stagger the boards, especially when it comes to a seam. So I'm just gonna lay this one here. I'm just kind of going however I think it should go. So I got 30, what is a full board anyways? I think it's 48. 48. Where would 48 put me? Here? And then that means this board would go there. I could do that and just do a full board. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So as you can see, I got a notch. Where are we? I got a notch for over here. So I'm gonna start with that board. Go a little more. I plan on replacing the trim around the doors. I kind of used whatever came with the cabin at the time just to get something around them, but I'm gonna swap them out for wider boards. I'll show you those after. I wanted to use my chop saw today, but it's raining out there, so I don't think that's gonna work. Yo! I mean, it's easy to snap, but it's also not easy at the same time doing cutouts. That's dangerous. Alright, let's see if she fits. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. Well, that's it. I've also been screwing this subfloor down with tons of screws because initially this was the finished floor. It's just plywood stained and clear coated. So I didn't want to drive a million screws through it into the joists. So, but now since I'm putting new flooring down, I'd rather screw it down a ton so that way it's firm for this new flooring. Okay. Fifteen and 5/8. Okay, 15 and 5/8. And then, let's see. Oh no. Oh no. I cut it off the wrong end. Ah, see? See? That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Ow. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to work. So my joists are 16 on center. So once I found a screw, then I can just measure off of it. All right, let's not screw this cut up. This is the nice dark one. Okay. So I don't think that's gonna fit under there, so I'm gonna have to get imaginative. So let's go. I'm just gonna make this one wide because I'm gonna have to redo trim in here anyways, so I'll have to rework my trim and figure that out after. So pillow under my knees. How far out? Let's see, that's about 3 3/4. Hopefully this busts out easy without breaking everything. I don't know. Maybe I could actually cut through it. I don't think halfway cut's gonna do it. I'm scared. So I'm an idiot and I forgot about this multi-tool. So that's gonna make things a lot easier. Oh boy. You know. Hell yeah. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Man, I'm an idiot. But that's okay. I was only an idiot for a short amount of time. Okay, we're cooking. I think I'm just gonna keep going with the router. I know it's messy, but I mean, like I can literally, the knife is kind of slow and dangerous. Wait. Don't mess it up, Dexter. You gotta measure off this end. Ah, I almost did it again. See? I'm not a flooring guy. That's why everybody complains when it's like, it costs so much to get a flooring guy in. Yeah, but they come in and they do it in like 2 hours or an hour because they know all the tips and tricks. Like, you know, I mean, I almost wasted so much material here already, you know? So, you pay for what you get. Let's try this guy. Okay, pause. I gotta get another battery. Alright, well I'm going to speed you guys up through the rest of this until I get to the doorway cut back where my feet are, because that'll be probably the more interesting cut. cut a thin little strip there, I guess. I don't know. Oh no, I got that tread. Yeah, okay. Just 25 and 7/8. Okay, last piece, guys, and I heard that gluing the last row down is a good idea, so that's what I'm doing here with some PL Max, I guess. So that's about it. I'm gonna show you these trims though. So I got these sure trims just to finish up the edging. Tiny screws. See, that's nice. And then you know that the flooring won't shift back and forth. So as you can see, I'm hot and sweaty. It's all done. I'll show you what the finished product looks like. I even did the entryway. I hope you learned what not to do with flooring, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one.
Figure I should probably give it a try. Baby, check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here